Okay, so number one, what do we do?
So you say 8 over 40.
8, it should be 8 over 40 times 100, right? Right, so what do I do next? We'd have canceled this one cancel that one. No. All right, so this will be 10 here. So we cancel with another one, right? Then what we do, hold on, let me start. So it had been 8 over 40 times 100. We cancel this with that. 4 goes to 1 time, 4 goes to 2. 2 times just give me 20. So the answer is B. All right. Okay, let's go. Number 2, Stacey, why will I do this? So this is 6 divided by, now how will I represent this one here? As a fraction. Anybody can tell me how do I present 0.003 as a fraction? Anyone? How many decimal places do I have here?
3 over 10,000.
3 over 10,000. So it would have been 3 over 10,000, right? Because we have 4 decimal places, so we'll give you 10,000. Then what we do next would have been 6 times 10,000 divided by 3. Right. So then 3 goes to 1 time, 3 goes to 2 times. So multiply 2 times 10,000. That will give me 20,000. We get that? Yes.
Sir, I do this a different way, but sir, if I always do this way, sir, I make the 0.003, I turn it into a whole number. So I divide it, I multiplied it and I got 3, and then I multiplied the 6. I got 60,000. So I do the same thing I do for that one.
All right. Okay, so this has been an easy way out, right? So you cannot do it the other way. Now, number 3, right? What says number 3? I need to show you guys something. Let me zoom it in a little bit. What do we have? For number 3, they have 6, right? 6 times 10 to the n power, right? Will give you 0.06. So the question I ask you guys, right? 6 times what number will give me 0.06? Talk to me. 6 times what number will give me 0.06? Okay, let me ask the question. Which other way can I present 0.06 as a decimal, as a fraction?
6 over 100.
6 over 100, right? So that means saying what I can present this one as 6 times 10 to negative 2, because negative 2 give me 100, right? Now, so this will give me 6 times 1 over 100, right? Which will give me 6 over 100. Then you end up by getting 0.06. So the answer, the number you are looking for is 2, right? Everybody see that? So because 10 to negative 2 is the same thing as 1 over 100. You multiply 6 times 1 over 100, you get 6 over 100. Then when you divide, you get what? 0.06. We clear? All right. Let's go to the next question. Number 4. Paul bought 1/7 over 8 meters of fabric to make a shirt, right? While Rita bought 1/3 to make a shirt. How much more fabric did Paul buy than Rita? What will I supposed to do here? Paul bought this, right? and this one bought that, and they're asking, what will I do? I subtract, but what will I subtract? Which one will come first?
So subtract the 3/4 from the 7.
All right, so 1 7/8 minus 1 3/4. When we work out this will give me 8. 8 plus this will be 15. 15/8 minus this will give me 4. This will give me 4. 7/4. We find the LCM. The LCM will give me 8, right? So this one goes here will give me, this one goes here will give me 1 time. 1 time will give me 15. Minus this one give me 2 times. 2 times will give me 14. So get 1/8. So the difference that have been 1/8 meter. Follow? All right. Number 5, 29.94 times 0.5 is approximately to what number? So 29.94 is almost the same as what number? 29.94 is almost to which whole number? Right, it's almost to 30. So half of 30, 0.5 is half of 30. So this one is the same thing, it's 30 times half, right? Which give you 15. So the answer here would have been this. C. Right? So you find the number which is approximately to 2.994 times 0.5, which is same thing as half. Half of 30 will give you 15. Are we clear? Number 6. There are 40 students in a class. Guests are made up of 60%, 25% don't wear glasses. How many students do, how many girls wear glasses? What will I do? What do I do here? What do we do for number? What we do for number 6? Alicia, are you here? Jonel, Rosha, what will you do?
Find 60%.
You find 60%, 60 over 100 times 40. We get 24. Then later we find 25% of the 24. Right, this one time, this one goes to 4. 4 goes to 1 time, 4 goes to 6. So they give me 6. So that means the answer is A. Okay, number 7.
So would it be C?
C. I ain't gonna find out. Okay, so number 7, they say this one is what 3 times 7 times. So what you can do here, the 3 will be common factor. So let's do 7 plus 5. So 3 times 7 give me this, and 3 times 5 give me that. Yeah. So that's what I've been C. Number 8. What is the highest common factor of the sets 30, 45, and 90?
15.
15. 50 can go to that. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Number 9. What is the least number of plums that can be shared equally between 6, 9, and 12?
36.
36. Thank you. Because 36, all these numbers can go to 36 so that they only remainder. So 36. Good. All right. Number 10. If 3n is an odd number, which one is the following is an evening number?
Sir, A. I'm not sure.
A.
what it is.
So how do we get the A now? Let's assume that, let's say n is equal to 5. Let's assume that n is equal to 5. So 3 times 5 minus 1, right? Will give me 15 minus 1, which give me 14. And 14 is an evening number, right? So the answer that be A. Number 11. A, the set A, 3, 6, and 9. Then they are subsets of A. The number of subsets, right? Number of subsets is 2 to the n power. So that means 2 to the 3. Why 3? 1, 2, 3. So that will give me 8. So the answer that be D. Are we clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 12. Which of the following Venn diagrams is A intersect B complement? Okay. If you look at it, it is the A is out, right? It couldn't be A,
Sir, D.
and it couldn't be, and it couldn't be what? C neither. So your answer is between, the answer is between B and D. But before you can do anything, you can check and see which one would have been easy, right? So this is how I will do it. Watch it. This is what I'm going to do. If I draw something like this, I name here 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I look for A. What I have in A? Whatever I have in A, that means this is A and this is B. Whatever I have in A is 1 and 2. Whatever I have in B is 2 and 3. Now, so hold on. They ask for B complement. So what I have in B complement, right? So I'm looking for B complement. What is B complement? What is not in B? So what is it not in B? B complement would have been 1 and 4. So that means what they ask for A intersect B complement, meaning what is in A and B complement. So the only number I have in A would have been 1. So that means if I come here, I have to shade only this side here, which is one part, right? The place I have the 1. So let's see which of the options have the same thing I have a while ago. It would have been B. Everybody see that? That's what I've been B. Hold on. You understand how I got it? Should I do it over?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now remember now. First of all, for me to do this, right, I'm just going to do it over. I draw the Venn diagram. I just want you to understand what I did, right? So I'll come here, I'll draw the triangle first. Then I have 2 circles. I name 1A, 1B, and I name here 1, I name the middle 2, and I'm here 3, and the outside 4. And then I want to find A intersect B complement. So whatever I have in A, the A, what I have is 1 and 2. Am I right? The B complement, meaning what are not in B. Which numbers are not in B? I have 1 and 4. Now, which of them is common? What do you see in A and B complement? We see one in A and 1 in B. Am I right? So
Sir?
these 2 here is common for the 2 of them. So that means I'm going to shade the part with the 1, right? And if you look at what I have here, which of the information here, right, look like the one we have, the one I did a while ago. If it's not A and it's not C, it's between B and D. Which of them, which B and D, which one look like what I did a while ago? Isn't that B?
Yes, sir.
All right, so B is the answer. You understand it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move on. Number 13. U is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then say H is 3, 4, 3, 4, and 3, 4, and 6. Now I don't want to find H complement, meaning what is not in H. Which numbers are not in H here?
1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5.
1, 2, and what? 5. 1, 2, and 5. So the answer that means D. Get that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Number 14. They say which of the students do not play volleyball? Right? Which of them don't play volleyball? So this is the volleyball circle. We have 5 and we have what? 3. So when you add the 2, what do we get?
8.
8, right? All right, so we move on. Number 15. The simple interest on $600 for 4 years at 5% is. So what would be the answer for number 15? Talk to me. What's the answer for number 15?
So A.
A, all right. Simple interest is equal to principal times the rate times the time over 100, all right? All right, number 16. %3.14% of 500. How will I work out this? So this is the same thing as 3.25 over 100 times 500. Then we left with 3.25 times 5. Right? Times 5. Now, when you multiply 3.25 times 5, what do we get? $3.25 times 5, what do I get?
Sir, B.
B, you sure? Check it again.
No, not really.
$3.25 times 5, what do we get? Somebody talk to me, no?
D.
D, it would be 60.25, right? All right. So this one now. Miss Jones has $200 to change to TT, right? The bank gives her $6.20 for US $1 and charges $2.50 for the transaction. Mrs. Jones receives, what's the first thing we do? What do we do?
Yes, sir.
All right, so here, what happened here, right, is that they wanted to change. They want to change 200 US, right? Change 200 US into TT, but the bank was giving $6.20 for every $1 US. So it's a US $1 is equal to $6.20. Then US $200 is equal to X. Then we cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you're going to 1X is equal to $6.20 times 200. Then that will give you $12.40. That will give you $2.40. Then when you get this number now, you're good because they say there's a transaction fee of $2.50. You are going to say $12.40 minus $2.50, which will give you we get 1,237.50. That's my answer. All right, number 18. A man basic wage for a 1 hour week is $160. He is paid $5 for overnight. If you work 6.5 hours overtime in a certain week, what will be the wage for that week? Anybody remember how to do this? What do we do? So somebody should help me up there quickly. We are going to multiply 5 times 6.5. When we multiply 5 times 6.5, what do we get? What is 5 times 6?
32.5.
32.5. All right. Now, so 32.5. Now we add it to the basic wage. So that'd be 160 plus 32.5, which will give me 192.5. So my answer would have been D. Now, okay. Number 19. A dinner at a restaurant was advertised for $60 plus tax, 80% tax. What's the bill will be? So here it will be
18 over 100 times 60. But you get to the 60. So why is it 18 over 60?
It will be 18 over 100. 18 over 100 times 60, right? We work it out. So let's with 1.8 times 6, right? 1.8 times 6, what do we get? What is 1.8 times 6?
Say 10.8.
We get 10.8. All right, so 10.8, now you add it to the 60, so it'll be 60 plus 10.8, which give me 70.8.
Sir B.
So the answer that being B, yes. We clear? $20. A store offers a discount of 10% to customers who spend more than $20, right? If a customer total bill is $80, what would be the actual pay? A store offers a discount of 10% to customers who spend more than $20. If a customer total bill is 80, what would the actual be? What will I do?
And over 100 times the 80.
So, right, so you find 10% of 80, so 10 over 100 times 80. That give me 8. So it had been 80
But then you subtract the 8 from the 80.
minus the 8. Right, which give me 70.
70.
All right. Number 21. A salesman sells a car for 10,500. If he's paid a commission of 5% for the first $10,000 and 8% for the remainder, what is the total commission? So they said he's paid 5% of the first this year. So yeah. What will I do? What will I do for that person?
He said, add.
What would have been the best option here? All right, guys. I have some mess up going on right here. Okay. We're back normal, right?
Yes, sir.
How do I find? So first of all, we find they say that 5 you get what? 5% for the first $10,000. So be 5/100 times the 10,000, right? Which give me 5 bills. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Then they say that the remaining one, the remainder is 8%. So be 8/100. The remainder would have 8%, which is what would be the remainder? After we find the 10,000, what would be the remainder? Out of the 10,500, and we check out for 10,000, what would be the remainder? 500. Then work it out. So that's give me 40. Then add the 500 plus 40, which give me 540.
540.
Right. So the answer would have been B. All right. So I need to do something here. So you see this option here, good. So yeah, let me just check. This one will be equals to 1240, and here that being B. $22. Oops. Mr. Jones buys a car for $64,000. The car depreciates by 20% for the first year and 20% for the following years. The value of the car at the end of the second year would have been, right? So here, for me to do this question, right, we are going to find out the starting depreciate 20% for the first year, 20/100 times 6,400. 64,000, sorry, we cancel these two, right? So this give me 128, so 128, then 2 zeros, so 12,800. They say, so it had been 64,000 minus 12,800. When you minus these two, what do we get? Can somebody help me? 64,000 minus 12,800, what do I get? What do we get? Somebody help me now quickly.
51,200.
51,200. You get 51,200. Now, then the second year, they say that Now you are going to reduce it by what? You are going to reduce this one by 10% now, right? So it'll be 10 over 100, 10 over 100 times 51200, right? So you get 5,120. Now the answer you get now, you are going to subtract, right? You are going to subtract it. So work it out for me now. Work out 51,100 minus 5,120. What do we get? F 51,200 minus 5,120. What do we get?
46,080.
Come again.
For the 46,080.
And 80, right? Right, 46,080. Good. All right, number 23. So number 23, we have 15p plus 55q minus 2 bracket 3p plus 4q. $55q minus. So you multiply this time, this will give me 6p.
Negative 6p,
Then negative
negative
8q. All right. So that we are going to get 15p minus 6p plus 55q minus 8q. Do you give me 9p, right? And work out this, you give me 47. Am I right?
Yes, sir. That's
All right, so the answer that be A. Okay, 24. What will you get for 24? All right, so somebody give me the answer in the chat. Let's see. Give me a minute, guys. All right, so for this one here, we have two negatives here. So that will give you 2q, right, minus 3q. So that gives you negative q. You get that?
yes, sir.
All right, so let's go. Okay, so this is 2 to the 6 divided by 2 to the 4th. When we are dividing, you minus, right? So that'd be 2, 6 minus 2.
2 to the 4th.
2 to the 4th, right? So get to 2 to the 4th. So the answer that means B. Number 26. P over 5 is equal to 20. So the
Sir,
P is equal to 20 times 5. So let me see. That's D, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. We are at number 27. When 7 is added to 3 times a certain number, the result is what? 22. So they say 7 when 7 is added 3 times a certain number, right? So 7 times n. When 7 is added to 3 times a certain number, no, so no, that would have been ordered for me. When 7 is added to 3 times, so that means 3. So it'll be 3 times x, 3 times n, right? Plus the 7 equal to 22. When 7 is added to 3 times, etc. So 3 times n plus the 7 is equal to 32. So the answer, which one look like this? T. All right. "36 men will paint the mall in 25 days, right? Then if you want 15 men to paint the same mall, they will take more days. So what you have to do is you are going to find out how many days one person will take to paint the mall. So if you want to find how much 1 man to paint, 1 man, right, to paint the wall would have been 36 times 25, because this is indirect proportion. Then you get 900, right? So if you have now 15 men, so you are going to say if you have 15 men now, it would have been 15 men would have been the 900 divided by the 15, which give you 60 days. So that the 50 men will take what? 60 days if they are painting at the same rate. So the answer would have been C. Everybody follow what I'm saying? Because this is not a direct proportion, this is indirect proportion. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
29. X is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. The value of that is, so x is 4, so 4 square plus 3 times 2 over xy, which is 4 times 2. So this give me 16 plus 6 over 8. So this give me 22 over 8, right? When I break this one down, this one goes here, 4, it give me 2 times. But we can just break it down first, right? So if we can break it down, so this one goes at 11, and this one goes at 4, 2, right? So when you break this one down, this give me 2 times the left middle 8. So it'll be 2, 3 over 8. Over 4, sorry, over 4. So the answer that being this, D. We get through with that. So you get
Yes,
22 over 8, and break it down. 2 goes to 22, 11 times, 2 goes to 8 is 4 times, then you break it down again. 4 goes to 11, 2 times, remainder 3 over 4. $30. They say the trapezium, the height h has an area of that centimeter square, right? The equation may be used as, so you have to remember that trapezium formula, area is equal to half times A plus B times the height. So they gave me the area. They say the area is x, so it'll be x squared times the half. Your A, there will be A and your other being B, right? So your A will be, let's say this side is A, it will have been x minus 4, right? Then plus the H, the B would have been 2. Right, then you times this one by the height. So when you work out this, you get what we are going to get, right? You would have worked out this, so you get 1 over 2. Then this is x minus 4 plus 2, right? When you work out this part here, that will give you -2, so it'll be x minus 2 times the h, right? So in other words, say the answer that being s squared is equal to 1 over 2 bracket x minus h. S minus 2 times H. So which of these option look like what we have? Who can tell me? Which of the options here, it look like what we have exactly?
Sir, B.
Look at it again. It's not B, look at it. B as H, no? It couldn't be B, you know why? It had been A. Do you see that now? All right, so let me just pause something. Let me see something. When we expand it, this give me 3x minus 3 minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 7. We group the like terms, 3x minus 2x minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 7. We work out this 1x minus 1 is equal to 7. So 1x is equal to 7 plus 1. So x is equal to 8. So the answer is C. We clear?
Yes, sir.
32. The area in a circle above the center O, the area is what, 20 centimeters square. The area of the minor arc, right? So it'll be angle over 360 times pi r square. So they give me the area. So it'll be the angle, which is 60 over the 360 times the area of the, which will be 20, right? So we look for which one would have been best suited right here. It had been A. We follow? $33, 2,500 expressed in meters. So that means this one is 2,500 divided by 1,000. So we get 2.5 meters. Item 34. We want to calculate the volume in centimeters cubic of the cylinder, right? So the question is this, what do I do? Volume is equal to pi r square times the height. So volume would have been pi times the radius. The diameter is 6. Half of 6, radius will be 6 divided by 2, which give me 3. So it'll be 3 square times the height, which is 20. So V is equal to pi times 9 times 20. So this give me 180 pi. So we move on to 35, right? the distance around the edge of the circular pond is 88. Then the radius is, so it have been C is equal to 2 pi r, right? So this would have been 88 is equal to 2 pi times the radius, and want to find the radius. So we transpose the 2 pi, so that have been 88 over divided by 2 pi is equal to 2 pi radius divided by 2 pi. We divide that, so radius is equal to 88 over 2 pi. So the answer will be C. No C.
So would you just
Hold on,
cancel out
something
88 by 2? So you have
80
44 over
44. Oh,
4.
so we get to 44 over what? It would have
Um,
been 44. Hold on, so sorry, this would have been what? 44, yes.
Sir, you'd
44
cancel out
over
the 88 with the
8, right?
2. So it's 44 over pi.
Over pi, right? Them trick me, no? With that one there, so they be 44 over pi. We divide both sides by 2 on what? The top and the bottom, right? You get that? Because you look at the option, you have to be careful. What is number 36? An aircraft leaves town 16 hours and arrives Dartford, right? They asked me to calculate the distance, right? So first of all, from 16, which would have been 4 o'clock to 19:30 would have been, so from 7, this will be 4 p.m. to 7:30, right? That is 19:30 hours. So this give me 3.5 hours for the time. So they want to find distance. Distance is equal to speed times time. So the speed would have been 550 times 3.5. Can somebody work it out and tell me what you get? 550 times 3.5, what do we get?
$1,925.
1,925. 1,925. Right. So the answer would have been what? D. So they say the volume has a square base. If you have a square base, so there the volume is going to be the length times length, because that would be the base would represent a square times the height. So the volume is 320. If it's a square, the length times the length, which will represent the distance, would have been L square times the height, which is 5. So we get 320 divided by 5 is equal to L square. Now, what is 320 divided by 5? What is 320 divided by 5?
64.
So we get 64. So it'll be 64 is equal to L square. So
So
square
you
root
find
of
the square root
64.
of 64 and you get 8.
Right, so L will be 8. $38. A square has the same area as a rectangle. A square has the same area as a rectangle of the length 9 by 16. So you have a square here and later you have a rectangle. They say this 16, this is 16 by 9. Right? So they ask you to calculate what's the length, what is the length of the side of the square. So we are going to multiply 9 times 16. What is 9 times 16? We want to find the area first. What is 9 times 16? We get 144. So the area here is 144. And the area here is also 144. So if here is 144, here is 144. I want to find the length of one side. What will I do?
Sir, you're muted if you're talking.
Guys, sorry, my mute this one. So if the area of the square is 144, right? Then you want to find the length. So you see 144 is equal to L times L. L times L give me L square. I want to find what? This, right? So this give me 144. Then find the square root of 144.
That's
Which is
12.
equal to L. So L will be equal to 12. So the answer is what?
12.
B. Next, 39. The distance around a lake is 8 kilometers. On the map, the lake is represented by 2 centimeters, right? So here, first of all, we have to establish that 2 centimeters will give you the same as 8 kilometers. The representation, 2 centimeters on the map represents 8 kilometers on the ground. Now you are going to break this one down. We are going to change the kilometer into centimeter. So say 2 centimeters to 800,000. You multiply the 8 times, you multiply the 8 times 100,000. That gives you centimeter. Then later you divide everything by 2. So we get 1 to 400,000. We get that, everybody? So the 2 centimeters on the map represents 8 kilometers on the ground for the lake. Then you change the kilometer into centimeter by multiply by 1,000. So you get 2 centimeters is equal to 800,000. Now you want to find the ratio 1 to whatever. So we'll divide both sides by 2, then get 1 to 400,000. $40. They want to find the median. How do I find the median? We have this set of numbers. We want to find the median. What will I do? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need five numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that between 6 to years. So be 6 plus 7 divided by 2. 13 divided by 2 will give me 6.5. Be the answer. Right? All right, 41. They want to find the modal score. How do I find the modal score here? How do I find the modal score? For the modal score, right? For the modal score, we find the frequency with the highest number, right? Look for the frequency with the highest number. So you look for the frequency with the highest number. Okay, so number of students, which is 12, and we go up to 12, we get 8. So that it had been the modal score that had been 8. 42. They want us to find the range. Range is the largest number minus the smallest number, right? So when you look right here, what's my largest number here? The highest minus the lowest. The highest minus the lowest. My highest number here would have been 170. My lowest number, 150. You agree with me, guys?
Yes, sir.
So the highest number is 170 and the lowest is what? 150. We minus, we get 20. $43. How many students took part in the survey? So 4 will give me 3. Then we have 4. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 5, 14. 14 plus 1, 15. So that means 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1. $600 students write 600 students write an examination. The probability randomly selected of failing is 1/5, right? Of failing is 1/5. So 1/5 of 600 will give me 120. So 600 minus 120 will give me 480. So the answer here before 80 this. Number 45. If 12 students prefer lemonade, right? Then the total number of students is lemonade is 12 students. Follow me, everybody. So for me to do this, I need to find out how many degrees for lemonade. If make is 120, how many degrees should be for lemonade? Anybody can tell me? How will I find the degrees for lemonade? Now remember that the milk is 120 degrees. I want to find lemonade. What will I do? Right, angles on a straight line. Thank you. So the first we are going to do here, we are going to say 180 minus 120 will give me 60. So they'll give me 60 degrees. So yeah, I'm going to say that 60 degrees will give me 12 students. Will give me 60 degrees will give me 12 students, right? Therefore, 360 degrees, which is the total number of students, will give me x. Then we cross multiply because this is direct proportion. 60x is equal to 12 times 360. So it'll be x is equal to 120 times 360 over 60. 60 will come to this is 6 times. 6 times 120. So let it 6 times so 120, which gives you 720. What I'm talking some foolishness here now. This is 6. No, the 0 cancel the 0. So let if the 0 here, which operation I did over here? So here we are going to get 12 times 360 over 60. The 0 cancel this 0. 6 goes 1 time, 6 going to this is 6 times. 6 times this will give you 72. Right? So 72 here. So that's what I've been B. We catch that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this one now. The relationship here best describes as what?
Many
It
to
can
one.
many to one. All right. Many to what? One. Right. Many to one. So that should have been many to one. $47. What would have been the best description here? The inequality. Which of the following line describes the represents -2 less than x less than equals to 4? So here we have the less than equals to time here, right? And the 2 is not shaded. So definitely it would have been the D. Do we see that?
Yes, sir.
We move on to now item 40. They say I should find the maximum what? The maximum point. The maximum point is right here. So that would be 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 would have been C. What values at x? The values at x, the values at x are the points where y is equal to 4x minus x squared intersect at y equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 is referred to the x-axis where they intersect, meaning where these lines they pass through this point here and they pass through this point here. In other words, they're asking for the solution. Right. So here our answer going to be 0 and 2. 0 and 2 would have been B. We following?
Yes, sir.
All right. Number 50, S and FX, right? They say 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 8. So they say x plus 2. Nope. It's not be x plus 2. X plus 1. Nope. 2 to the x. I think it's 2 to the x, no? So I think it's this one here, 2 to the x. Why 2 to the x? 2 to the 0 power will give me 1. 2 to the 1 power will give me 2. Now 2 to the second power will give me 4. Then 2 to the third power will give me 8. So the answer that means C. $49. Okay, let's go. So somebody asked me to check back 49. 49. Where's item 49? Okay. Let's go to item 49. They say that the value of the values, right? Look at it. The values of x for which what? The points where y is equal to that intersect at y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. It is same as where it intersect at the x-axis. Where does this curve intersect on the x-axis? It's right here. Look at it. Right at this point here. Right, 0, 0, and what? Look at it carefully where it passes through. You see that? Is that password exactly 0 and what? And it passes through at all 4. Oh, and the 4. And the 4. So I think I wrote 2. It should have been this and that. So it'd be 0 and 4. 0 and 4. Oh, it's supposed to be what? Supposed to be A. That's not supposed to be A. Everybody get that? Case corrected, right? Thanks. So yeah. $51. What am I? Okay. 51, and they're asking that which one of this one represents that. So x squared plus 3, 0 squared is give me 0 plus will give me 3. 1 square, one square, when you put 1 square, 1 square give me 1 plus will give me 4. Okay, so that means it's not a, let's go to the B. So 1, 0, 3, 1 will give me 4. When I put 2 here, 2, 4, 2 square will give me 4. Then that will give me 7. So it's not this and that, right? So let's check the D. 0 square will give me 0 plus 3 will give me 3. 1 square will give me 1 plus will give me 4. Yes, 2 square will give me 4 plus will give me 7. 3 square will give me 9 plus will give me 12. So the answer is D. So you remember that you substitute these values inside the 0, 1, 2, and 3 inside this equation. You get the values for x, the 3, the 4, the 7, and the 12. $52. 52 is P equals to Q. So that is alternate angles, right?
Yeah.
P and Q, they are equal. Agree?
Yes, sir.
All right. We have 8 more questions to go. Item 55.
Sir, would it be B?
It would have been B, right? Because 2 give you the 2, you move on to 4, then 5, you move on to 1. Then here you have 5, move on to 7, then 7, move on to 8. So that be definitely be 2 and 1. You add 2 to the what? 2, you get 4. You add 1 to the list, you get 6. Right. And do the same thing at the top. 2 10 to 7, and 7 10 to what? 8. So 54. What's the value of y? Who can tell me what?
2x right there.
2x, which should have been what? If it's 50, what would be the y?
100.
100. Thank you. So you multiply, so that been 2 times the 50. $55. A ship said 8 kilometers due is from A to B, right? If it then said 6 kilometers due south to C, which of them? So move from the ship said 8 kilometers due east. So you are 8 and move on to east. So you go to east and later you go to north, right? 8 and 6. So look like
Sir,
this
would it
one
be
here.
C?
It's C I'm looking at, right? A, do is then 8 kilometers and move on. So that means C. Item 56. Item 56. Which one you think is the answer here?
A rotation,
No, it's not rotation.
translation.
Nope.
So how is would be a reflection?
It is a reflection.
Oh,
It's a reflection by something. That's it. No, oh, we say what is you ask the question whether it's a what?
so why is it a reflection?
No, I would say it's a reflection. No, it's not. It's neither a reflection.
You said so is a rotation then? I said it was a rotation the first time. I said no.
No, it is a rotation. Actually, it's a rotation. So it's a rotation, but rotation of what?
180?
It's a rotation of 180 degrees, right? This would have been rotation of what? 180 what? Degrees, right? So remember that right. So let me just show you why it's this here. If this one here, it comes this, you look at it. Everybody see that? So it'll rotate from here to here 180. And the Q there, if you rotate on this line, is 180. So that's how that be A. All right. So let me see something here. Right. So you said item 56. Item 56, we see that actually it's a rotation of 180 degrees, right? You have to be
Yes,
careful.
sir.
It look like a reflection, but it's not a reflection. All right. So you have to analyze the properties first, then you know exactly what it is. So item 56 is a rotation. All right. Now, item 57. This line and this line here, they are two parallel lines between a transversal line, right? So if you're 35, you see the Z, everybody see the Z, and you're also going to be 35. Right. Alternate angles. So if we have this one, we label here opposite, and we label here what? Adjacent. All right. Then they asked me to find the height of YZ. So here, what I'm giving here is 12, and I want to find YZ. Then we have the SOHCAHTOA. We have the SOHCAHTOA. Right. So here now, you look for whatever you have been given. We have been given adjacent, and we want to find opposite. So I combine the given and the find. The given and the find will give me tan. So I'm going to use tan 35 degrees is equal to opposite, which is YZ over 12. Then I cross multiply 12 tan 35 is equal to YZ. So my answer here will give me 12 tan 35C. Clear? $58. What is this? They ask you to find a scale factor, right? Anybody remember how to find a scale factor? Scale factor is equal to the length of the image. So you come from the center to this, you can say 4/2 You get 2. All right. So this one is from the center is right here now. So to the enlargement is what? 4. And to the C is what? So if you check it out, you're going to see that the K is actually from O to C prime divided by O to C. The length of the one side of the image from the center and to the corresponding side to the object. So this is the object and this is the image. All right. So that will give you the 4/2 and get back the 2 as the same thing as that. So the answer would have been D. We clear on that? All right. We want to find which of these formulas here would have matched this one here, right? In the right angle triangle above, the trigonometric ratio is equals to 4/8. So if I am right here and I go this way, this will be opposite, and you're going to meet the hypotenuse. So as reference to the x, it would have been sine x, right? Opposite of our hypotenuse. And the last item, this angle is 40. That means this angle is going to be 40. They ask you to find angle BDE. BD. They want to find this angle. Who can tell me what would be the answer for this side?
So would you do 180 minus 40?
Right. So that'd be 180 minus 40.
140.
140.
D.
All right. Degrees. And all right. Any other questions, guys? All right. So I guess we've gone through